Welcome back to this Senior 4 Mathematics and welcome to Vision Plus. We are looking at complex numbers and we are now on operations on complex numbers. And we have started with addition of complex numbers and now we have an example 3, which says given the complex numbers z1 is 3 plus 4i, z2 is negative 6 plus 10i, z3 is negative 2i, and z4 is 3i minus 5. The question says find z1 plus z2. For part A says that we need to find z1 plus z2. We are going to follow the normal procedure. We substitute for z1. What is z1? z1 is 3 plus 4i, but we are adding it to z2. What is z2? z2 is negative 6 plus 10 plus 10i. And as usual, we group the real parts together and the imaginary parts together. So 3 and negative 6 are the real parts of the two complex numbers z1 and z2. So we shall have here 3 is positive, take 6 with each sign minus 6, and then we go to the imaginary parts. This is 4i. What is the sign before 4i? Is positive, so we shall say plus 4i. And then the next imaginary part is 10i. What is the sign before it? Is positive, so we shall add here plus 10i. What is 3 minus 6? On your calculator you get negative 3 plus. What is 10i plus 4i? Or 4i plus 10i is 14i. So the solution for z1 plus z2 is 3 plus 14i. Part B, which says find z3 plus z4. Let us substitute for z3. z3 is negative 2i. What is the implication here? The implication here is that the value of the real part is 0. The value of the real part is 0. So it doesn't have a quantifiable value of the real part. So we shall just put here negative 2i, that is z3, but we are going to add it to z4. What is z4? z4 is 3i minus 5. And as usual, we are going to collect the like terms. In the examples that we have been doing, I was starting by collecting the real parts together. And then after, I collected the imaginary parts together. There is no sin or there is no offense. It is not wrong when somebody begins by collecting the imaginary parts together and then later collecting the real parts together. Only the order will change. The change in order does not mean the answer is wrong. It is also correct. So here I can begin by adding the imaginary parts. So what is negative 2i plus 3i? That is simply the same as 3i, which is positive, minus 2i, which is negative. And then you subtract 5 since it is carrying a negative sign. What is 3i minus 2i? It is simply I minus 5. This is the solution. That is the answer for Z3 plus Z4.